Read books and CDs. Don't read CDs. Listen to CDs. You've heard this already. This is an integral part of your learning and growing and understanding you and your business. Attend the meetings. We're all here, so that's good. And then you just teach the system on. So you've seen this bit already. That's what I did. Blind faith, follow the system. And then 9 months later, part-time, I had a cheque for 1,100 quid. 1,100 quid. That were more than what I was getting in my job. You know, after tax and all the rest of it. 1,100 quid. So the boyfriend couldn't say anything then, could he? There's 1,100 quid, mate. Which was my goal, I think, now that I look at it. Because when you come in and you think, oh, I want to leave my job and I want to kill you and I didn't want to leave my job because it was a really good job. So you've got to be careful what you think you want. I'll come into that. But what I did want to do was shove it to him. But it worked. And so that was partly my motivation. Now, what happened then is you can see that with 2000, I got rid of him. And I lost my motivation. I lost my goal, sorry. He said it didn't work and he wouldn't do anything towards it, but once you've got proof that you're getting 1,100 quid part-time, then there's no reason why you can still lie on that couch, mate. So he had to go, and that's what happened. And I meandered, actually, for a couple of years then. It's all right meandering, isn't it, on an extra £1,000? Who'd like to meander on that? You hit the residual income at this level, you see. You don't have to be big up thousands of thousands to get, this income coming in residually. And I kind of meandered just because I'd set the Monte Carlo and the gold goal, but then I'd not really set out after that. So I went on for a little bit. Then I went to shop and got myself another goal. My son, my Maxie Griffin. And obviously I got rid of the boyfriend and I got with somebody else. And then I... not as quick as that, but you know what I mean. And I had my son, and then things change then, don't they? Because I didn't want to work a full-time job and have my son. I wanted all my time with my son, every minute that I could ever have, and that is what I've done. So I was 5 months pregnant. You can give the job back then if you're earning about £1,200, probably by then. And I've just had an enjoyable, wonderful life with him. Now, what also happened was that, unfortunately, who has rubbish stuff going on sometimes in their life? Everybody does. I became a single mum when he was 18 months old, which I didn't want to happen, obviously, but things happen, don't they? So I was a single mum, an 18-month-old, but I had the business, the flexibility, and the money. So it didn't, didn't have to sell houses and move out and do this, that, and the other because I could afford to do what I was already doing, and there was no real disruption. Obviously it's not great, but I was a single mum then, earning £1,400 to £1,600 as a mum. That's what I did then for another few years, because that's what my focus and my goal was. So again, £1,400 to £1,600 income, part-time, around your boy, going to the park a lot, and messing about and bringing your son up. Because I saw mums who were giving their kids to somebody else to bring up, and it's awful. And then you have to pay 500 quid a month for that as well, you know what I mean? So that was the mum bit in my business. Now, you can see that takes me up to about 2009. What I noticed was that my business moves when I've got goals, and it stays still when I haven't. Anybody find that out? Anybody notice that in theirs? Put your hands up high if you do notice that. So I want to work on this today, because goals is like your why. Why are you doing the business? Why are you going to go out in the rain? Why are you going to get home from work and go back out again and do this and speak to people and put your catalogues out and deliver your orders and collect your stragglers? Why? Direction and purpose. You need that direction, okay? We're human beings. We're like goal-setting machines. That's what we're made for, actually. And we've got what's called a reticular activating system in our brain. Okay, so what happens is we tell it to do something, and it goes and does it. Okay? But if you don't tell it to do all, it doesn't do all. Does that make sense? Now, we need direction. You need to know where you're going. Who writes shopping lists to go shopping with? Yeah? So you know what you're going to get. And what happens if you don't? You come out with a load of crap, don't you, that you don't need, and blah, 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 blah. It's exactly the same. Also, the law of attraction, what you think about, you bring towards you. I remember when, I mean, I wasn't really maternal at all, but when I was pregnant, I wasn't maternal before that, but when I was pregnant, all of a sudden, although I'd never noticed it before ever, kids and pregnant women, all of a sudden, all I could see were pregnant women and babies and kids and that, because it's there in the forefront of your mind. That's your reticular activating system at work. It's like, who buys a new car, like a Ford? Say it's a Ford Focus, a red one, and like you'd never see them, and you think, oh, I like that. You get in it, you drive off, and what do you see? Red bloody Ford Focus. They're all over the place, aren't they? Because your brain's got it in there. Okay. Motivation. If you haven't got anything to sort of push towards, because we're all, well, we're not all, but I was an employee, so most of my life at school I got told what to do. Then at work I got told what to do, and I wasn't really used to, when you're an employee, you're not used to telling yourself, but you're working for, you know, for their goals. If you've got a bright outlook and you know where you're going and you think, you know, I'm going to have this and I'm going to have that, I'm going to have other, then, you know, you're motivated, aren't you? You're thinking, oh, this is good. I'm good. If you haven't got anything to sort of move forward towards, it's like just another day, isn't it? Just another day, just another day. And it gets you through the tough times, because we all have tough times in his life. But what it is, it could be anything, family, relationships, kids, whatever. If you're doing your business from home, then something happens, your focus can easily disappear off, can't it, elsewhere. You can choose to focus elsewhere with this business, which you do, but you can also not choose because your goals are not strong enough to keep you